it's me, Catherine, and today I'm here to bring you my reading wrap up for the month of July. And last month I read a total of 2 books. Yep, 2 whole books. In fact, it's not even 2 whole books because I was already like a quarter of the way through one of them, so really it's 1 3/4 books throughout the whole of July. So this should be a quick wrap up. So first up is the book that I'd already started and I just finished. I completed in July, and that is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch, the first book in the Gentleman Bastard sequence. So this follows Locke Lamora and his band of merry thieves known as the Gentleman Bastards, who find themselves in maybe a bit too deep, and suddenly their lives are on the line, and I really enjoyed it. It was a bit of a slow start. It took me a while to get into it, but once I did get into it, this was so good, so good. And the way the story is written, there's 2 parts to it. There's the main story that's taking part in the present, and then also within this are interludes, which are stories from Locke's past, and sometimes they're little anecdotes that tell you little interesting facts about the history of this world, which I really enjoyed. Because they're plonked into the middle of the main story, I sort of thought it would ruin the flow of it, but once you get into it, it doesn't at all. I think it's really good, and I really enjoyed that because I love knowing more. So seeing the present and things that are going on then, and then seeing how the past maybe has influenced what's going on now and things like that, and I just thought I really, really enjoyed that particular part of it. And then we have Locke and his Gentleman Bastards, and I love them all. I love them all. I think they're great, and they're great. They're great. They're great, and I love the relationship between Locke and Jean. I keep calling him Jean. I know it's not pronounced Jean, but that's how it's written, so in my head I keep calling him Jean, but I'm assuming it's Jean, right? So I love Locke and Jean and how close they obviously are, and obviously with the interlude you see how that friendship began, which I really enjoy, and all the little twists and stuff in it and things that I just really enjoyed it, guys. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get into the rest of the series because it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. And then the second and final book I read in July was Leviathan Wakes by James S. A. Corey, which is the first book in the Expanse series, and this is told from 2 perspectives. We have one, Miller, who is a detective who's been assigned we'll call it a missing persons case. And then we have Holden, who suddenly finds himself smack bang in the centre of all the political happenings that are going on, and it's the 2 of them sort of piecing together things that are going on and whatnot. And I did enjoy this story. I did enjoy it. However, I did find it a bit slow. Like, there didn't come a point as I was reading it when I couldn't put it down anymore. So I think that's why it took me so long to get through it, because I could put it down quite easily and I wasn't tempted enough to pick it back up as soon as possible. So I did find it to be a bit slow, a bit draggy for me personally. Like, it was a bit of a slog getting through it. I did enjoy the characters and the relationship between them, whether it's good or bad, but there was just something that I just didn't. I'm going to continue with this series. Like, I did enjoy it enough that I'm going to read the next one, and hopefully it'll get better then, but I just felt something just didn't quite click with me, and the relationship that the detective sort of he sort of gets weirdly obsessed with this girl that he's looking for, and it was a bit weird, and I don't know how I feel about it, but overall I did enjoy it, and I enjoyed the sci-fi side of things, like the space stuff. I loved that. I thought that was really interesting because it's set at a point where we're not advanced enough that everything comes easy. Space travel is no sort of consequences to travelling and doing things, whereas here it's sort of like set far enough in time that we've gone into space and we're colonising space and other planets and things, but there's still a danger to travelling through space, in that travelling at certain speeds obviously puts a lot of pressure on your body. They haven't quite gotten over that yet, which I found that side of it to be really interesting, because usually when you read sci-fi, we're like way advanced and everything's just like easy peasy lemon squeezy, you just snap your fingers and it's done, right? But this is set like in between, and I really enjoyed that part of it. So I enjoyed it, but it wasn't great. So that's it for my July wrap up. Let me know how your July went, guys, in the comments below. Hopefully it went a little better than mine. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a bad month because I did read something, but it took me so long. But anyway, let me know what you read in July, what your favourite book that you read was, or your worst, or anything. Just let me know, guys, in the comments below, and I will hopefully see you in another video. Bye!